Football is in the air. Yes, the Rams reporting to training camp.
Our partnership with Cedars-Sinai was one of the first things that we wanted to establish, and we did that. And ever since then, it's been nothing but great. Some of the best doctors in the country to provide best care for our players.
I'm going to hand it off to Casey now. He's going to talk a little bit about pain management and some CBA rules.
Thanks, Rich. Like you said, a lot of you guys have heard this information before, but whether you're year 1, year 10, there's a lot of really good tidbits here to take in and really help us be successful moving forward.
I think the biggest thing with training camp, it's like going back to school, right? There's a lot of excitement. You haven't seen certain people for an extended amount of time. Everyone's back. I think there's an excitement, there's a buzz going around. However, there's also a sense of urgency in regards to we're gonna, get to work. And that's really the biggest thing with training camp, right? Is how do we best prepare our athletes from a performance aspect as well as from a tactical aspect to get them ready for a regular season.
Day 1 pass, baby.
It's gonna be a good day.
Myself and Dr. Batten have been working together since the Rams have moved to LA, so we have a great relationship with each other, with Cedars-Sinai and with all the doctors at Cedars-Sinai as well. We work as a collaborative group and a holistic group just to be able to provide our medical services whenever they're needed.
The relationship that we have with our Cedars-Sinai doctors, with the team of doctors that we have, is phenomenal. We're completely in alignment on how we think what's best practice to take care of our athletes. We're on the same page on how we want to progress our athletes. And I think we're also on the same page how we want to continue to be innovative in the sports medicine field. How can we think outside the box? How can we be on the cutting edge to make sure that we're continuing to move the needle in sports medicine? And I think us collaborating together has been magic. And I think it's one of the key components to creating a good environment for our athletes to give them the best chance to stay healthy on the field.
Recovery is very multifactorial. It takes our performance team working as a holistic group to provide the best environment to our athletes to recover. So whether it be with the strength staff and Justin Lovett, being able to create strength and conditioning programs that can properly load the athletes and get them ready for football. Sebastian Zorn, our head team dietitian, who also creates diet programs and nutrition programs based off of the demands of practice, right? What are certain supplements that can help with inflammation? What are certain supplements that can help with joint health? And then also too with the medical staff, being able to have those modalities available for the athletes, making them visible, make sure they collide with them as well. We have multiple areas that they can recover, right? We want to make sure it's very accessible so that they can easily just slide into a modality. They can lay down, get off their feet, and be ready for the next day. I think the really cool thing about my job and being in sports medicine is that we get to see the athlete in that moment when they get hurt. It's a very vulnerable moment for them. Our players feel like they're the lowest of the low. However, for us to be part of that process, for us to see them on the field when they do get hurt, but also to watch them rehab, to watch them go through the process of rehabilitating, whether it be from an injury or whether it be from a surgery, and all of us being one cohesive unit throughout that process, and then them going back out on the field. That's probably one of the most rewarding things of this job. I think one person that really sticks out to me is Tyler Higbee. I think he had a pretty significant injury a couple of seasons ago. He went through a very rigorous and gruesome rehab process. Our director of sports medicine, Byron Cunningham, in conjunction with our doctors, Neil Elitros, Dr. Mike Banfi, Dr. Christopher Fotopoulos, they all collaborated in the care for him. And his first game back last year against the Jets, he scored a touchdown. And the excitement on the sideline was probably the most priceless thing I've ever seen and been a part of. To be able to see how much he worked, to see how much he had to really grind through during that process, and just seeing him succeed in that moment was probably the most rewarding things I've seen in a long time.